Okie dokie. You are live, it says. What's up, you guys? Matt Jablonski here with the Point of Change, joined today by the lovely and talented Bradley Bagwell. Today, we're going to discuss a little bit of helping each other out in recovery, helping the opposite sex in recovery, and we'll discuss a little bit about 13th stepping, since Bradley loves to bring that into my attention all the time.
I'm good at 13th stepping. That's my favorite step.
You got to
Hang
revisit
on.
the 13th step. Sometimes you really got to work on that one, you know?
Yeah. I work on it daily. It's like I'm pretty sure I will be working on that one for the rest of my life. Sorry, here, I'm going to get my camera still. Okay.
Morning,
So
Lynn. Morning,
I just
Jennifer.
grabbed my phone so I could. How are you seeing that without having something? How are you seeing their comments?
I'm on a computer, so I suppose you can't see none of this, huh?
I
If I put them
probably,
on the screen, you can see them? You can see that, huh?
well, no, it's too tiny. But I'm going to turn my other phone on. It's okay.
Okay.
I got this.
Oh, wait. We'll just
No
do whatever Bradley
worries.
wants to do.
Hi, people. I love y'all.
Uh,
But Maddie, I really love you.
Aw.
Yeah, you are so adorable.
There
I
we
just want to reach through the phone and just eat you up.
Aw.
I know. And for some reason, I get really annoyed, even though I know I can watch the replay.
Yeah.
I get annoyed when I can't catch you live.
I know how it is. I know how people feel on that one. You know,
Yeah.
When you're watching a live video, you want to be there live in the moment. You want to be there, have your comments be
Yes.
read, and you're watching a replay. It's just not the same. It's just
It's
not the
not.
same. So we'll hold off a little bit. Look at that. We got 20 people here already, Bradley.
All right. Hello, everyone. Okay.
Hooray.
Hooray.
Morning, everybody.
And it's not showing up on my Facebook that you're live yet.
What the heck? See, Facebook,
What
it
the-
hates me. Facebook hates me.
Oh, it really hates me. So together
Oh,
we are.
no. So it's like, great.
We're
Both of the people
yeah.
that I hate are live on one video.
Yeah, exactly.
All over this live feed.
I know what you can do while we're waiting.
Huh.
You can talk in an accent. You know, I love I love it when you talk in an accent. We all do. Do it. Hello, lovely.
Hello, everyone. Bradley Bagwell is here with me today. The beautiful, lovely, and talented Bradley Bagwell. So glad to see her here with me today. It has been a long week, and I'm glad to be in the weekend now. Quite long. Hello, Governor.
Exhausting, really.
Exhausting, yes. Morning, everybody. Thank you guys for all being here. Send us up some likes and loves. Give us a share out on your own page or into any addiction groups you may be a part of. Today's topic is helping the opposite sex in recovery and 13th stepping. We're going to discuss both of those a little bit. There is a stigma towards the opposite sex helping each other in recovery. It seems like immediately when somebody from the opposite sex is trying to help, a man trying to help a woman, instantly everybody's like, oh, they're trying to get laid. They're just trying to get laid, And then also with 13th stepping, it seems like that phrase gets thrown around so much in recovery. It gets to the point where you don't know what the hell does that even mean? Like, because if two people in recovery have sex, is that instantly 13th stepping? Because that's what it seems that people just say instantly. If you're in recovery and you're having sex with somebody else in recovery, you're 13th stepping.
Well, I mean, I've heard also that it only applies to first year. I mean, if you're under a year and somebody who has more experience, they're, whatever.
Well, see, that's
more time.
Yeah, that more fits the definition. Actually, what 13th stepping actually is somebody who goes after the newcomers. They use their recovery time as a come on to get newcomers to hook up with them, and somebody who offers their support and their help with the underlying intent of just trying to hook up with you. That's where 13th stepping comes in, but it gets thrown around so much. I mean, me and you, we joke about it constantly. Every time Bradley hits on me, I'm like, oh, there's 13th step again. Here we go.
It's daily. Yes. Yeah. So, I can see where that would be a problem, because actually, when I first started getting into the recovery community, that happened a lot. But I wasn't as I know what to watch for now, but I didn't then.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got smashed with all kinds of messages. Some were really actually clever, saying they needed help, but they really just, once you can see like a little bit of the psych, like where they were kind of the pattern, where they kept drawing, drawing it back to if they felt whatever. And I'd get tons of pictures, lots of pictures. So, and I accepted every friend request then,
Yep.
I was new to all this and I didn't know. And because I heard you talking about that the other day about I don't just accept everybody's friend request, and you are smart because I've got 5,000 friends and I don't know a lot of them, and I'm like, okay, you're gone. Because I know now who is in my, who's in my life on my Facebook life,
Right.
And so, and who, and kind of who that I can connect with or who needs support and things like that. So you could tell who's genuine, but I think that can be very confusing coming in.
Oh, it really can.
Yeah,
you're not sure what people's intentions are, and I mean that's something we'll struggle with through life forever. There are
absolutely
narcissistic people, manipulative people in this world that you'll never really know what their true intentions are. I mean, I think we've all been in a relationship with somebody who you find out year 2 or year 3, all of a sudden they're not the person you thought they were. I mean, people can be very manipulative. So
yeah.
When you take that down to a smaller scale, you're just meeting somebody. You have no idea what this person wants. So you have to be very careful in recovery. I mean, in life, period. You have to be very careful, but in recovery as well. I get why there is a rule of thumb of that, the opposite sex shouldn't help each other in recovery. I understand it because women, especially, you have to be really careful. Men, we have to be careful too. We can be used, we can be manipulated, we can be everything, that can happen to women can happen to us too.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping for.
But, Bradley's just hoping that I'm really naive.
Yeah,
all of this is a clever ploy. All of this.
It is
working her way out of my head.
Let me learn a little bit. That's right. Yes. Come on. Give me a little, Maddie. Come on, show me a little love.
I thought you were gonna say throw me a bone. I was gonna say, come on now, that's a little too
I was, but then yeah, you finished that for me. Thank you.
Let me check a couple comments here before we get way off track.
Yeah, really.
Let's see. Jennifer says, I agree, Maddie. That is the genuine definition of 13th stepping. Yes, I would say, there's 2 different kinds of 13th stepping. I would say the full-blown 13th step is somebody who is offering you assistance in your recovery with the underlying intent of just trying to hook up with you. And I would say that a second class to 13th stepping would be somebody going to meetings just to hook up with newcomers,
Right.
Because that happens, men and women alike. You go to a meeting in early recovery and there's that person there, either a man or a woman, the opposite sex of you, or maybe the same sex. I mean, it's 2020, but either way, you see somebody in this meeting that you find attractive and they got a few years of recovery under their belt, and all of a sudden, boy, they start looking really attractive, and then they start spouting off from the big book and giving all these, scriptures and everything. And all of a sudden it's like, ooh, damn.
Well, that's the scary part. Yeah, because you're in this train of thought when you're coming out of addiction that you don't even know that your thoughts are not, they're thinking errors most of the time, which I talked about last night, is that, we're codependent. So all those things we're not going to recognize. They, not that might not even be the goal of that person, but you could fall into that. So I do really see the benefit now of waiting till after that year of kind of getting to know who you are before having a relationship in general in the first year. I didn't. I went back to the dude I went and used drugs with, and we got clean together, stayed clean for 11 months. I can't believe that, but in the end, it was still a decision I had to make to get out of that relationship because it wasn't healthy for me, and I was still living in sobriety. I wasn't using, but I was still making those same bad choices, and just, and really not not learning anything about myself because I was still aiming to make him happy, or, like getting confirmation that I was doing okay. I needed him to tell me though. And so now I don't need that.
Yeah,
I like it,
that
Maddie, whenever you
codependent
feel like,
nature.
but but I don't need that. I mean, I know who I am, and I figure a little bit more out every day. And boy, my hair is like bedhead. I didn't even really, I just brushed it. But okay, so continue. I'm trying to still find your feed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you keep looking.
Yeah.
Just go to my page,
Okay.
facebook.com/thepointofchange, and it should be there.
Thanks.
I hope.
Thanks,
Maybe
Maddie.
not.
I know where to find you. You're the
Oh, do
first
you?
one that
You know
pops
how to
up.
do it? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Jennifer
say it
says,
again louder for the ones in the back. Okay.
Jennifer says,
And,
my opinion, but I believe sponsors should sponsor the same sex. I have a female
Mhm.
sponsor and I sponsor 2 ladies. I won't sponsor a male. That's my personal choice and boundary. I agree, Jennifer.
Good.
I'm not trying. I honestly, I guess when it comes to sponsorship, I'm not the best person to talk about it. I'm not an NA member, so I don't do the whole sponsorship thing. But from an outside perspective, I totally agree with you. I guess what I'm saying is with opposite sex can help each other in recovery. I wouldn't go, that doing a sponsorship thing, that's a really close-knit relationship that you have to have with your
Absolutely.
sponsor. So
Yeah.
on that aspect, yes, I would say I wouldn't go like full sponsor sponsee having the opposite sex as a sponsor sponsee, or if you're homosexual, to have somebody that you're attracted to be their sponsor or be sponsored by them. It's just, you don't want romantic feelings to get involved with your recovery.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing, is because we're trying to, in recovery, a big thing you want to do is trying to eliminate those emotional based decisions. You're making decisions. You want your decisions to be based in fact and based on what's happening in your life, not on how you feel in that moment. That's
Right.
something that can really take us back, is getting all caught up in your heart feelings and making spontaneous decisions, which Bradley said she stayed, single for the first year in recovery is good rule of thumb. Myself, I'm going on 3 years single. Woohoo!
I can help you with that.
See? There she goes again.
I'm teasing y'all.
Get out.
I'm not.
Get
I'm
out.
not really. I'm completely honestly serious. Trying to get him to come to Texas for the recovery crawl.
I would love to come to Texas personally.
I think you
It's cold
should.
up here, Bradley. It's cold.
Yeah, I could not live up there. No.
Nah.
It's going to be 70 today.
What? All
Yeah.
right. So, guys,
70. It's going to be
want
awesome.
to announce that me and Bradley are getting married, and I'm leaving for Texas this morning.
Finally. Yes. All it took was the weather. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, God. Look at that. Look, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, it does.
Alicia says, I feel like, just like you, I can't help who you fall in love with. You can't help who you connect with or trust with your mind. Yes, Alicia, wouldn't it be so much easier if you could just decide who you love and who you get feelings for? If you could just look at the people and be like, oh, yes, I love this person. No, you don't get to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But I think it's just so I go back to that because I was just such a mess, And I mean, I'm glad that it was me and Carl. He was my best friend, for all that time. So even though there was stuff that was not good, it wasn't like it was like we were best friends helping each other stay clean. We weren't really having a relationship. So really, I didn't, have a relationship. That's just what we called it. But I think I was just really so confused, and I had no idea until like now. I look back at a year ago, and I'm like, wow, how much of my mind how much I figured out, and how many thinking errors I actually had. And I do call them thinking errors because first thought wrong almost every time. Simplest things up to the big things. I would manipulate it or somehow twist it around in my mind, Yeah.
No, I totally get that. Totally get it. Let's see.
I can't read any comments, and my stupid phone it's still pulling up yesterday's, and I tried to pull your page up and it won't go. So I don't know what's up. My phone.
You don't get to see nothing. I have all the control.
I know. That's so unfair, Maddie. Our second fight online. about to
Facebook
happen.
hadn't decided that we can't have guests on our Facebook lives, we wouldn't have to go to other streaming services to do that.
Exactly.
Facebook.
I
Mhm.
hate Facebook. Shh,
Oh.
don't tell him I said that.
Why would you say
I'll
that?
be-
Facebook gods are listening.
I know.
Mark Zuckerberg is going to
Seriously.
show up at your house now. They already put personalized ads of things you're
Bradley.
thinking of in your feed. He's gonna come, excuse me, ma'am. Did you say you hate Facebook?
Come with me, ma'am.
Can you imagine? Yeah.
The
I don't want to talk crap
interrogation
about Mark,
begins.
but he's kind of a creepy looking dude. Like he would freak me out. I feel like talking to him in in person. Like Mark
Right.
Zuckerberg, he's very like, so
Yeah.
this is what we're gonna do with Facebook. We're taking it to the next level here. Like, very robotic. I don't know.
Yeah, it is weird.
Thank you guys.
So
all
what
for
are they
being here.
saying?
You guys are the best.
Yeah, thank y'all. Love you guys. Okay, so here's the thing that you and I I watched one of your lives one day, but I wasn't live. I watched it afterwards, or I would have thrown all kinds of crap out there. You were talking about not saying that you don't believe. Here's something you and I disagree on. You don't believe that you should say "I love you" all the time, that it loses its power. I believe if I say it all day long, I have a better day. I get power from saying "I love you" to the people I love, and it makes me feel like I'm never going to go. They're never going to wonder.
Okay. All right. Well,
or doubt it.
I could.
That
agree
being
with
said,
that.
I love you, Maddie.
Oh, I love you, Bradley. You see, I can agree with that on one aspect. I can agree with that you should definitely be telling people how you feel about them, because tomorrow is not promised. So if you love somebody, definitely let them know. The thing that I think with the "I love you" constantly thing, and the thing I don't like about it, is when you're in a relationship and instead of like it being "I love you, you love me," like we know that we're in love, these kind of things, instead of that, it's like every 10 seconds, "I love you." "Oh, I love you too." And then it just becomes a time filler. Like we're sitting there silent watching a movie, all of a sudden, "I love you. I love you too." "Oh, I love you. I love you too." Oh, I don't have to constantly be reminded that we're in love. Like we're in love.
Yeah.
Like
I
love is the only thing that you constantly have to be reminded that you're in. Like if we were playing football, I wouldn't have to stop and look at you and go, "We're playing football right now." We are playing football right now, aren't we? We are. Oh my God, we are playing football. Oh my! Tell me again that we're playing football, because I forgot what we're doing. If you don't remind me every 10 seconds that we're playing football, no. But when we're in love,
that's
I have to
awesome.
remind you. Knocking stuff over, Bradley. I
saw that
you every 10 seconds that we're in love. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That is a very good point. I understand. I understand what you're. I totally did get where you were coming from. I did,
No, yeah,
but at the same time, I throw that out there all the time. I love y'all. I love y'all because I do love my recovery family. You know,
Oh,
and I love the
definitely.
people that are in there, like on here watching and everything. That just, I want them to know. You know that. And sometimes, if your only option is to be online and you are struggling and stuff, I want somebody out there who might need to hear that. Let them know I love them. You know?
Oh, that's for sure. That's for sure.
Because Jesus wants us to love everyone, Maddie.
You're going.
I love you, Maddie.
Jesus, Maddie, you sacrilegious. Let's see. Alicia says, "Me too. I have to tell people I love them constantly, but I see what you mean as well, Maddie. Love for a relationship is more than love those, though, in my eyes." Yes. Yeah. Love in a relationship should definitely, I mean, I'm not saying don't tell people you love them. I'm just saying it.
I know.
To the point, sometimes it gets to the point where it loses its meaning. It's just, "I love you" gets thrown around so much. Have you seen the movie Idiocracy?
No.
No? Oh, you'll have to check that out. It's a spoof. It's a comedy about the future, that everybody's just going to get dumber instead of getting smarter. And in the future, they walk into Costco, and the guy that's greeting them at the doors is just saying, "Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you. Welcome to Costco. I love you." And it was really spot on as how much as we throw those words around, you know?
Right. That is funny.
That's a great movie. If anybody out there wants
I'll check it out. I trust your judgment, because you and I both have a.
We had to go to Walmart.com and order it.
Oh, really? Oh, so is it not? It's not on Netflix?
No, you won't find it on Netflix. If somebody can find it on a streaming service, let me know. But I
mean, I went and bought Boondock Saints that day because when I start thinking about it, I have to watch it, and they don't have it on Netflix. And that's the first time I bought a movie in years.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. It was completely awesome. Oh, and I got one of the butterflies to watch it with me. This older lady who kind of like, she's more of like, she probably like, I picture her watching Anthony Hopkins, like his literal, I don't know, what do you call it? Like where they're in other countries and they're all whatever. And I don't know. I just picture her watching those kind of movies. Well, she watched it with me and she laughed her butt off. It was like the greatest. It was the greatest. Hi, Tay Tay.
Say hi.
Oh, Tay Tay, you big meanie. Are you a big meanie?
Say hi. No. See, this is what I get.
Do you bite small kids?
Yes,
Tay Tay would love me.
Everybody thinks that she's so nice. They see my lives and they're like, "Oh, she's so cute. She's so sweet.
She is cute."
Just wait. She's like,
"Yes, I am."
She will bite.
She looks like she needs to have a what is it? Like a Mr. Belvedere, like a a butler outfit on.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I want to get her a bandolier and she could be Chewbacca. That's what you should do.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the Chewbacca dog.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love her.
Hi, Tay Tay. Tay Tay.
She has had one hell of a life, but you're pretty freaking spoiled now, aren't you?
How long have you had her?
She is just over 4 years old. I've had her since she was a baby. Oh, yeah, I got her while I was an active addict, and she got left with my dad all the time, didn't you? So now in recovery, she don't.
I saw that before and after.
Never.
That's so cool. I gotta turn the heater off.
Okay, say hi. You're famous.
Hi,
people like you more than they like me. Trust me.
Oh, so cute. So now, do you take her everywhere you go?
For the most part, yes. But she's very. Like, she doesn't get out of my lap if we go to friends' houses or anything, and she's just an awkward dog. So, like, when I go to Ryan's, I'll take her over there sometimes, but Ryan's girlfriend's allergic to dogs, so I try to leave her home for that, because I just don't want to bring her somewhere where she's going to be all uncomfortable the whole time,
Yeah.
So
are you in a relationship? Are you clingy, or are you like, I need my space?
In a relationship, I don't know how I would be anymore. But when I was an active addict, I'm an old school romantic, so I take things that aren't true signs from the universe to be true signs from the universe, and that's one of my big downfalls. Is like, I'll be like, oh my God, I messaged her friend and instead it was a wrong number and I got a hold of her. So it must be meant. Like, this was meant to be. Oh God, put all the ties right in order. Oh, I'm just so in love with her. So I really have to watch myself on that one to realize when things are just coincidence, Maddie. Don't be thinking it's written in the stars, or some crap like that. And
it is.
I devote myself too much to.
Says Bradley, Toothless Tuesday forever.
Together we have a full set of teeth. Oh,
yes, that's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Yeah, I devote myself too much to the other person, which is why it's been very beneficial for me to be single through recovery, is because when I'm in a relationship, I'm one of those like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Do you need something? Do I need to get you something? Do you want me to get up and go get you something? You don't have to move. Don't ever move a muscle. I will take care of you. I'm one of those kind of guys. And it's been really good for me to focus on myself and not have to worry about, is she okay? Is she comfortable? Does she need a drink? Does she need this? Like,
Shut the heck up. I'm serious right now. You're that guy?
I'm that
Come
guy.
on. We're going to have the first online Facebook wedding in the recovery community. It's going to be amazing.
Brandy's trying to take this to a 14th step. She's going all the way.
Okay, so this is what I found out too, and is that I still struggle with being like a rainy day will come, and I'm like, man, it'd be so great to have somebody that we could just hang out and watch a movie and just like lay there with them. And for some reason, that is so important to me. Like, it seems like a small thing, but it isn't. So on those days, that's when I struggle the most.
Yeah.
And it's almost strong enough. It's almost powerful enough to make me want to go back to the familiar, to my ex, because I just struggle with that. And so I know that's something that I have to conquer before I'm really, really, really ready. It's just, walking alone and with Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna shut
Love
up.
you,
Go ahead.
Drew.
Hey, Drew.
Figured I'd pop that up since Bradley can't see the comments. Ha ha ha.
Thank you.
No
Bully.
problem.
Put them all up there.
I'm in
What else?
control. You don't know what anyone's
I knew you were a control freak. I knew it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that has been one of the benefits to being single, has been that I've been able to focus on myself and not focus on somebody else. Because whether you like it or not, whether it doesn't matter if the person is perfect for you or not, relationships are work. They really are. You have to put in work, to make it work on both ends. And when you're working on yourself, it's really important that you focus on yourself and you're not focused on other people, and even a significant other. But where you were saying there about going back to the comfort of other people, don't let this loneliness drive you back into the arms of somebody that doesn't deserve you. That's for sure. And recovery can be lonely. That's a huge thing in recovery, is loneliness and boredom are our biggest killers, Myself, I've gotten to a point where all that cuddly, mushy stuff just makes me sick.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm like, get a room.
Gross.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah.
Yes, I'm totally with you. Hey, look at my nails though, Maddie.
Ooh.
Are they pretty? I did them for Valentine's Day for you.
Oh yeah. Aww.
Yeah. No, I never get my nails done, but I did.
Oh yeah. You actually go out and get them done, or?
I did this one time. I don't normally do that because I don't like to spend money on that kind of thing. But I'm going to do some stuff this week that I thought it would be worth it, and I'm worth it. I'm trying to get there, where I actually want to not go spend out money like that all the time. I'm just saying that it's okay to do something like that nice for myself,
Definitely.
I mean, if you really compare it to all the money I spent on drugs, it's nothing. It's a spit in the bucket.
I love to do that to myself. Like when I'll be like hawing about buying something for myself, and I'll be like, oh, it's $50. I can't spend $50. And all of a sudden I'll think, I have spent more than that on a gram of sea salt before. So I think I can spend $50 on this thing.
Yeah,
I do that with
exactly.
like pretty much every big purchase I make. I compare it to how much money I spent in my active addiction for absolutely nothing, just to get ripped off.
Yeah.
How many times I like hustle and get $100 or something. Finally get $100 that I could have done something really good with, and instead I call the dope man and give him my money, and he never comes back, or he shows up and sells me rock salt, or
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was about to tell a story, but it's a drug story, and that's, we don't need to glorify that any, but I mean, yeah, I've been there many a time.
Come on, sweetheart. Come here. Oh,
so do we have any good comments? Who's talking? Who's saying what?
Let's see. Tracy says, you are worth it, Bradley.
Aw, Tracy. Thank you.
Pam says, I used to love cuddling and kissing. Now I cannot imagine.
I can imagine. I just make other people doing it makes me mad.
Drew says, stop lying, Maddie. You love cuddling me.
Drew, don't be trying. Don't be. Hey, Drew. Wait. Where am I pointing? How come I can't point the right way? Okay, wait.
There you go.
He's mine. You stay away from him, Drew. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Competition in the recovery community, man. Hell yeah.
I tell you what. Those facial tattoos, Drew. You got me.
Everybody wants a little Maddie. Oh, shoot.
Man, I love that we can all be goofy like this. I love when Drew comes on my lives because he gets a little goofy in my comments. When you go watch him on his videos, he's all super serious. And then he comes in here like, Maddie wants to cuddle with me. Look at this wonderful woman we have here.
Does do that.
Jones, good morning.
Oh, yes. Jones, I love you. Oh, it's been so long.
Wasn't she?
Yes. Hey, so I was watching this movie, Maddie, about I talked about it last night. I don't know if you watched my live. I watch all of yours, but that's okay.
Aww.
Anyway, I watched this movie called The Vision, and so I want to do The Secret, and I want to do vision boards. I want
Oh,
to
okay.
start like, have you ever learned about that law of attraction and all of that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm digging it. It's so interesting. Yeah.
Definitely look into that more. And the more you look into the law of attraction and stuff like that, it's just going to blow your mind even more. And it's, I don't know,
Really?
that whole thing really is awesome. And I mean, I've gone through plenty of working on myself with the law of attraction. I believe the law of attraction is part of this wonderful thing that we call God. And I mean, it's very true. Like, it's very true. Like, if you speak and think, and your thoughts, your actions, everything plays into the universe and how things play out. I am a very firm believer that you can manifest things in your own life. It's not like I'm going to be sitting here and go, oh, thinking of an elephant, poof, an elephant appears. But I mean but in a way,
Yeah.
that does happen. I have done things like that with experimenting with manifesting things. I did an experiment where I manifested a duck, just a rubber ducky. But I pictured it, thought about it, imagined it. I pictured it in my mind, and I pictured just holding it in my hand, and I could feel the rubber of it, and I pictured it. And then later that day, or not even later that day, it was like 10 minutes later, I'm scrolling through my Facebook, and I see a video come up with a guy standing in front of a rubber ducky shower curtain. He's got a rubber ducky in his hand and a rubber ducky hat on, where, making this video on Facebook. And I was like, there it is. See, I manifested a rubber ducky into my life.
Wow. That is crazy.
It's true. I mean, you can do this, and that's just a small exercise in the ability of manifesting. Of course, manifesting big things in your life, such as manifesting yourself into becoming a motivational speaker, takes a lot more action, a lot more focus, and a lot more work. But you can do these things. You can manifest anything you want in your life.
If I want a motivational speaker, should I just what should I envision?
Yeah, cough.
I'm gonna have a picture of Maddie right in the center of my vision board.
Yeah, riding a unicorn with my shirt off, right?
My favorite, yes. How'd you know?
These are things we all need in our lives with Maddie without a shirt. Oh, see, Allison loves my shirt. She doesn't want me to be shirtless, Bradley.
I love your Zelda shirt also.
Good.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, dedicated picked up what you were putting down.
I know where she's going. I know where she's. Well, I'm just saying. They say to do certain things if you want certain things. You want that car, you got to picture yourself, or go actually test drive it or whatever. I want to talk way more about this thing, so get ready because I want to do some actual lives just about talking about that. That would be helpful. I know I was looking at this as we're talking into interesting things come up, but I mean, it's kind of just chit chat and try this whole StreamYard thing out. But I do want to do one about that, and so that because I've already talked to them about like getting their vision board stuff ready, and I would love to actually have an informative one if they don't feel like or they don't have Netflix or some way to watch that. We could kind of talk about the stories that are talked about in there.
Yeah, for sure.
In that movie So have you watched that movie? The Secret?
I have not seen that movie, no.
Oh, please watch it.
Okay. What is it?
The Secret.
The Secret. That's all it is on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay. I will check it out.
I'm sure none of it'll be news to you, but there's just some really interesting things in there. I'm going to watch it again today.
Whether it's new to me or not, even if I have,
we could watch it together, Maddie.
Things again, so that's okay. What now?
So we could watch it together.
Oh,
I know. I can't believe Jones is out there. It's been forever.
Yeah,
like Halloween.
Jones. It's a GR8 idea. Law of attraction can help change your whole outlook. There's a book too. Definitely.
Yes.
And if you're into that kind of stuff, I'll throw here's a shout out for you. My friend Amber Freeland over at the Trinity Room. I had her on the Point of Change Meets a long time ago. And then I followed her page, the Trinity Room. She is all about that, like manifesting things. She does tarot readings live. She's a really amazing person. And she's a recovering addict, so even better.
Well, how do you feel about that tarot thing?
Um,
Because to
I
me, that borders something that I not. I'm just curious. Tell me what you think.
well, I mean, I suppose you could see that it would, it's borderline, what would you say, sorcery or, kind of that kind of dark magic kind of stuff.
Mm,
But to me, tarot cards are, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them. I feel like you shouldn't play with them unless you know what you're doing. That's for sure.
mhm.
And I think it's just like everything in life. It can be used for good. It can be used for bad. I shouldn't, I don't like to label anything in this world as just being great or just
Good
being
for
bad,
you.
you know?
Good for you. Yeah.
So I see a good side to it and a bad side to it. And I've even had Christian people, tell me, that's devil's worship. That's playing with black magic. You shouldn't be talking to spirits. You shouldn't be
My
conjuring things
grandfather
like
was a
that.
Baptist preacher.
Right. And to
So
them, I've pointed out the scripture of when the prophets followed Jesus, and when Jesus turned into a shining light, and he spoke with Moses and spoke with or was it John the Baptist that appeared to him? I can't remember who it was, but Jesus was speaking with spirits and apparitions, and I pointed that out to Christians that this is something Jesus did. Even he may not have used cards or a Ouija board or anything, but he spoke to spirits, and brought the dead back to life. So if that's not conjuring, then I mean, I don't see an evil side to it. I guess I don't, unless you're
okay.
totally using it for
I'm just
satanic.
curious. I'm still gonna go look her page up because I want to. I want knowledge, about all that stuff. But
yeah, definitely.
But so and it's Amber what?
Amber Freelin, Frelin.
Okay.
And the Trinity Room is her page, and she does lives and everything else. She's amazing.
Are you casting to YouTube right now?
Sure am.
Oh,
I don't have many
cool.
followers on YouTube yet, but
I went and watched.
Did ya?
Your old ones, yeah.
Oh, my old ones that I uploaded.
Yeah.
Huh?
I subscribed under Twisted Sweet Thing .untwisted.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad
Yes.
I'm getting new subscribers daily. That's good.
Yes. I'll subscribe under all of my emails. But I thought you'd appreciate that one the most.
Boy, I see Allison said, focused, not foxes. Damn spell correct. Man, that spell correct will screw you every time, won't it?
I know. I sent you some weird text last night or this morning.
I don't know how many times you can tell me you want to duck my brains out. I don't know what that
means. Maddie, come on now. I didn't say that, did I?
Inappropriate, Mr. Jablonski. Brian Woodland, hello. How are you doing, my friend?
Brian, hello.
Wrong one there. And Renee, how are you too? Good.
Hi, Renee.
We've kept a fairly good stream going, Bradley. People like us.
That's awesome.
Yay.
It's because they want to see us get married on Facebook.
Hooray for validation.
So I'm saying we don't let them down. I mean, we can kind of like string them along for, probably like 9 months.
Keep them on their toes.
Yeah, but then we're going to have to probably just make that commitment,
Just going to have to make the jump.
Yeah.
Oh, Texas, here I come. I can make Texas Pete.
I'll rent us an RV.
All right. Have you seen the movie RV with Robin Williams? That would be
yes.
That would be it right
yes. There. Or what about what's it called? Trailer Park Boys?
No, I haven't even seen that. I've watched like one episode, and it's funny because it's like, I don't know.
It's been a long time.
People tell me that's like right up my alley. That'd be great, but I'm like, I don't know. I can't get into it.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but I did watch it with one of my sons.
Brian,
a few episodes.
Fabulous. Right on. Good to hear.
Awesome.
Hello from Louisville, Kentucky. How you doing, Roy? Good to see you here.
Hey, Roy.
Good to see everybody here. I wish I could have tagged you. I don't know. Maybe the post on Facebook did tag you, but I don't know how to tag people yet on this StreamYard thing. So
did you share it to the crawl?
No, I don't know how to do any of these things. I think I have to use my phone to do that.
I can't. So I'm depending on you, Maddie.
I know. Everybody's depending on me. See, I found it right away, Bradley. You were looking for like 3 hours, couldn't find it.
I'm telling.
There we
It's.
are. See, it's right there.
I see. We look so good together.
Oh,
I know. It's my phone. It won't. It won't. It's like the internet's not working on this phone, but it's working on that
there.
phone. I don't
See,
know.
I shared us to the crawl. We are live in the crawl.
Sweet.
40 minutes in, and we're still going strong, guys. Woo! Hopefully, our viewers are still having a good time.
Well, I love coming and chatting it up with you. I know we're gonna laugh, and I know we can actually talk about some good topics. And sometimes people don't want to be just only. This is where sometimes I'm really serious. Sometimes I just want to laugh because sometimes that's what I need, and somebody else is gonna need that too. And so, but you can still put a message. This is where people, if you could still put a really good message out there. If you're laughing and having a good time, somebody can still get something from that. So why not do more of it?
Yeah. I think more and more comedy has become a good way to spread a message. Honestly, it really has. If you think about all the comedians out there, and who a joke sometimes can be just a joke, but how many times have you seen a comedian make a joke and you're like, that needed to be said? Like, that was a good
for
point
sure.
at some point, So I think we can learn from comedy, I mean, it's half truth, half, observations on humanity, which observing humanity is hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And Maddie, with my kids, I've been going through some things, but I think that God is still saying that I need to approach this the way that I know how.
Yeah.
Which is not laughing at the situation, but I know that some things that I'm about to bring to light to the community might be hard because of things that they believe or taboo or whatever you want to call it. But I think that's going to be the best way to present it to people. And I'm not going to go any more into that, but I think that even on these really hard issues, sometimes bringing it to light so that people can laugh and then go, oh yeah, that is kind of effed up, and so I'm still looking at how it's going to go down and how I need to address certain things. So wish me luck.
I will wish you luck, even though you were very vague.
Put it out there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I wish you luck.
I know. I'm trying to get everybody just so interested that they'll want to know.
Morning,
hey, Thomas.
Oh, my trucking buddy, Thomas Heath.
Oh, it's pretty vague. I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
Probably really dumb to even bring up.
I mean, leave everybody on the edge of their seats.
That was the plan, but you called me out. You're right.
But no, it's, humor. I have a wonderful sense of humor, and I use it to filter pretty much all of life's hardships through my sense of humor. And it's really been beneficial for me through my entire life to just get things out there, and it helps me laugh. Like if I can find the humor in a situation, my mom has always been a big one on that, saying that, if to try and find the humor in a situation, always look at something funny about it. There's always a way it could be worse, and there's always something funny going on, So it's very important for me to keep my sense of humor. I mean, it's definitely helped me get through some shit.
Right. I found the silver lining. I knew there would be one to not having my teeth. My boss bit her tongue the other day, and I was like, oh, the silver lining. I never bite my tongue anymore. Amazing.
I remember the first time I bit my tongue again when I got my denture, and I bit my tongue, and I was like, I just bit my tongue.
So it was also a victory.
I remember going outside on a cold winter day last winter when I first got my teeth. I'd go outside without my jacket on just to chatter my teeth, just because I can chatter my teeth.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome.
Just celebrating.
It's coming my way. I know it. So we'll have teeth together as well.
Yay!
In 2020. I know it.
Hooray.
So
hooray.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping that after this you're next on my list there, young lady. After I finish helping the person that I'm helping right now, you're on my list to get you some money to get your teeth fixed too. So
I made it on one of your lists. I'm happy.
That's all I need,
my
right
day is
no one
I'm
on
good.
Maddie's list, right?
The rest of my day is solid. It's just good. I'm not gonna have this. My cheeks hurt right now from smiling so much being on here with you. It's ridiculous.
Good.
Yeah, I have so much fun with you. Okay.
Get out of here, dedicated.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
No,
okay. Y'all can soak them. Oh, isn't that cute? Aww. You can try mine on and I can try yours on. Oh my gosh. It's going to be so adorable.
Mash up.
Yes. I'm liking this. Yes. We can soak our teeth as we soak in the hot tub.
This woman.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna behave.
yeah, she's gonna behave. Oh, behave.
No, it's another favorite of mine. You can talk like Austin Powers. Now you just went even further, if that's even possible.
Picked it up a couple more notches, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did.
I will turn the sexiness down.
Impossible.
Dedicated. This platform is not for mature content. Okay.
I was trying to avoid that too. Y'all keep calling me out on stuff I wanted to say. You're ruining my jokes. Dang it.
I told
they were gonna appear in the after party in Messenger, okay?
Oh, I said Kathy Howard and got her just a blushing when I had her on the point of change. Kathy Howard was here and she said that she's missing all of her teeth, top and bottom, and all I said was, "I hear the boys love that." Oh,
I love her. I bet she did turn red. That's funny.
She's great.
That is awesome. Okay, so Maddie, I want to go live and talk about that, but I know that you work a lot. So when do you think we could do that? Like a pretty more serious. We won't talk about.
Okay. You want to talk about the manifestation?
I'll behave.
What do you want to talk about?
Huh?
Did you want to talk about manifesting things and all of that, or what did you want to talk about in the live?
Yeah, I want to talk about the law of attraction and just maybe the thoughts that and how, because the one thing that I learned in this passion class is that that I'm taking, which has to do with all of that. That's sort of what got my head, brain ticking towards that. Anyway, is that I've said so many things in my life. Like I know what I don't want to happen to me. I don't want to go back to jail. I don't want that to happen. But instead of saying, I am thankful for this life of freedom that I'm going to live. Like there's a way of saying it to keep, like, it's almost like the universe doesn't know the word not. So if you say, I am in financial burden or whatever, the universe takes on that financial burden and that's what you're focused on. So it's like almost like you put this negative spin on it when you say not, or me not having, or me having, You know what I'm talking about?
You have to be very careful with your wording in the universe. Is very true. And wishing anything negative on people is not going to work out in your favor. And one thing that I've talked about in my videos, but goes right along with the law of attraction, is making sure that you are practicing being grateful for the things that you have instead of constantly wanting more. It's good to want more. It's not, I'm not trying to say hold yourself back. Definitely reach for the clouds. But when you constantly want more, when you think, man, if I had this would be perfect. Oh man, if I got to get one of these though someday too, and I got to have this and I got to have that. You're actually practicing wanting. So what's going to happen is you're going to get better at wanting, and you're always going to want more. You're actually increasing the want level in your mind. When you're practicing when you're practicing, man, I'm so grateful. Even if you got a cheap microphone and a cheap camera and cheap this, if you're like, man, I'm so thankful that I have a microphone. I'm so thankful that I have a camera. You don't say, man, I wish I had a better one. If you're just thankful for what you have, it will increase. You're going to get better at having things. And that's a huge thing, to be focused on what you have.
And that goes even not just in material things, but like the problem that you're having, if you're focused on the knowledge of what you're learning from this experience, instead, like you're passing that test, and now you're moving on to the next better thing. Same thing as with material things, but it's actually with with knowledge, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
we
Yeah. Making
gain
sure you're
by
being
being
grateful for
grateful
everything.
for that situation. Yeah, and turning that spin on it. So anyway, I do want to talk about all that stuff
We'll
because I think
definitely
that
have to get together and
even
set up
if you
a time
have
to
an
do
idea,
that now.
yeah, because even if you have an idea about what they're talking about, there are certain things that you can do that you it would almost be detrimental if you were saying it like this. Well, I know I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go, and all of a sudden you're,
Yeah.
you know
You're
what I mean?
focused on it.
Instead of,
You're focused
yeah,
on it
you're
so much
focused
that you're
on
not.
that.
You
Yeah.
need
And
to,
that's what
instead
fear
of you
does.
thinking, please, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. Instead, think of how grateful you are that you're not in jail. I'm so
Yeah.
thankful that this is happening. I'm so thankful I'm at this place in my life. Thank you, God, for giving me these wonderful things, and
Hmm.
just being constantly grateful, being stuck in that state of gratitude. We get so
Yeah.
easily, you get out of that state of gratitude, and it's very easy to live in a state of gratitude, but we put it on this pedestal, like it's so hard to be happy. And a lot of people focus on, that I want to be happy, I just want to be happy. And you focus on a state of perpetual happiness, which is something that's never going to happen. You're never going to
Right.
get to a point where you are just constantly happy, always happy.
Right.
Even with
Yeah.
amazing things in your
Yeah.
life, you're still going to be down. You're still going to beat yourself up
Yeah.
occasionally. You're still going to have negative self-talk. All of that's still coming, but it's important to understand it, to understand that all
Yeah.
of that is going to happen. And then you're not exactly, for me, it's like I don't experience being sad and I don't experience being overwhelmed anymore. I observe it. I step outside of myself, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I observe the case that I'm in. And it's a different kind of mindset between actually being in the moment and being like, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed, I'm so stressed out, as opposed to stepping outside of myself and looking at the situation and saying, wow, that's really interesting that this
Right.
causes this feeling within myself. Like,
Right. So you're separating fact from emotion there when
yes,
you do that. So
yes.
then you can just look at what's really happening and how to best deal with that. That's good. That's
Mm-hmm.
good.
It's important to get outside of oneself.
So they say.
Oh, look at this. Brian already knows what you're talking about. Bradley Bagwell watched the movie The Secret.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Yeah. He's like,
Darn
I
proud of it.
already
I can't
know.
keep
I
a
see
secret.
what's going on here.
I'm not keeping the secret about the secret. I'm telling everybody because it's so good.
That's good though. That's
So
good that,
good.
I mean, it's just one movie, but it opened up your mind, and now you'll be
Sure
reading
did.
about it. You'll be looking into it. You'll be seeing all this other stuff, checking out the Trinity Room and hearing what Amber has to say about all that stuff and conjuring and everything else that we do. It's
Well, this is weird, Maddie. I went to Kroger the other day after all this stuff is already going on in my mind, and I was telling them about this last night. Is that the universe now like we're in a flow because
Mhm.
the Kroger gypped me $12 the other day, and I never check my receipt and make sure whatever. But for some reason in my head, I thought I better just check,
Yeah.
because I paid for the bigger bill. So I checked, and I had been gypped $12.
What the heck?
How weird. I'm like, that's just, if I hadn't listened though, I wouldn't have gone back. I wouldn't have known how many times I probably ignored that feeling or that, little thought or that little whisper from the universe.
Mm-hmm. Hi,
Hey,
Carolina. How are you?
Carlina. Yes, it's Carlina.
Carlina. Sorry, saying it wrong. I'm terrible with names sometimes.
Carlina.
Carlina. Let it rattle.
I have no idea what you're saying. I've just been rattling. Okay, so tell me what the comments. Anybody talking about a
Let's see.
specific?
We got a lot of good mornings and a lot of, let's see, Anna Smith is
Because we
here.
had this whole
Good morning.
good morning,
Let's
Anna.
see.
I love
Thomas
you.
Pete Sr. is hitting the road. Good to have you here, brother.
Okay, adios.
God bless the road. Travel with the angels, my friend. Yeah, it's pretty mild in the comments. I'm glad that they're staying mild.
Okay. Well, we are
I'm getting a
about
little
to hit a
X-rated
whole
over
hour.
there.
I know.
Sometimes I I understand it because during a live feed, you want to get your comment up as fast as you can. You know, you don't want to miss the moment, and it already sucks because there's already a delay between when you make your comment and when I see it, and people are really typing as fast as they can to get it up there. But sometimes the spelling errors and the grammatical errors just totally throw me off. Like, I will read whatever you put in that comment. I will attempt to read it, you know, and I'm over here like, Maddie, it's our in, but you, what are you trying to say? Oh my goodness, I cannot. I'm trying to stumble through this octagonal maze that you've typed in that comment. Let's see. Allison says, "What is this movie? I wanted to see it. It's on Netflix. It's called The Secret." Bradley checked it out and opened her mind to the fifth dimension, and now she just can't come back.
And you know what stinks though is on Netflix. There's 2 movies called The Secret. I think the other one might be a scary movie or something.
Oh,
I don't know. So, but the one, don't watch that one. Watch the other one. It says The Secret, and then it says Attraction, kind of underneath it. Yeah.
Carlina is 7 months clean and sober today.
Woo, woo, yes.
You guys throw all of the hearts, all of them. Don't be stingy.
Yes, that's awesome.
That's.
Yeah, you go to heart jail for people who have 7 months, man. I do. I know I do.
Pam says, "Thank you too so very much."
I love you, Pam.
We got way off topic. We didn't stick on our topic at all, but I love that. I don't like to stick to a topic. I have ADHD. Okay, I got to bounce around like a ping pong ball up here.
That's why we work together so well, Manny. Because both of us are just like, you know, throwing it all out there, and it works. Yeah, they're like this.
Yeah,
between us, right?
Which screen do I watch? I don't know who to watch.
I love
but I have to pee so bad. Oh my god.
Well, Maddie, just go to the bathroom.
That's a good point. I could do that. You got something you want to say to these people?
Sure.
All right, you entertain everybody. I'm gonna put you up on the big screen.
Oh, hello everyone. I can't see your comments, so I'm just gonna talk while Maddie pees. I have so much enjoyed flirting with him. I want to do this more often. So y'all try to put that out there. You know, when he comes back, say, man, you should have Bradley on more often. We really love that. So that he'll, you know, hit me up and hit on me. I'm messing with you, kind of. Completely, madly in love with him. Can't help myself. But he's probably coming back. He's probably trying not to pee so loud so that he can hear what I'm saying. So I'll behave. I hope y'all enjoyed today. I know that we did bounce all around, but we will have some serious topics. I'm sure we'll have a good time on those as well. But I really do have some information that I want you guys to have. And I haven't told Maddie about what happened with my county. I know some of y'all know already because I talked about it on my live last night. But, and I don't know if he's listening, so I might wait till he comes back to tell him about that. So the recovery crawl is coming in June on the 27th, I believe. It's coming to Texas live, but we'll also be doing it as we did before. It'll be all back-to-back lives all day long, and we already have a lot of people signed up. And hi, Maddie. Were you listening?
No, I listened for about 2 seconds, and I was like, just making sure you're not saying nothing bad about me here.
I wouldn't ever do that, Maddie, because I'm so in love with you. But so here's what happened. Let's talk about this for a second. This is what happened to me the day before yesterday. I got mail, and it was from my county, and it said that if I didn't pay $1,470 by March 10th, that I'm going to jail. They're putting a warrant out for my arrest. Yeah. So that was like one of those things where I was actually sitting there thinking, how can I work with the universe on this one? You know, because all of a sudden I was being consumed by fear. It was flooding me. I'm going to jail. I was scared. And I'm really blessed, though, that I have a lot of people in my life, a good support system to help me look for the solution, the steps I need to take, and all of that. And I'm going to say this over and over again because it's a great, it's good for people to see that I'm having to work through these struggles, and I'm going to have to figure out how to be an adult and how to handle it and how to, who to talk to and all those things. And because sometimes I just come on here and it's a laugh and it's a laugh and it's a laugh, but they don't see the real stuff going on. So that's why I wanted to talk about that a little bit. But, with what happened with my son a couple of weeks ago, that was hard for me to come on, and I didn't really say exactly what happened, but I think it is good to just go through life's trials, together. But I am at peace with it. I do know where I'm going because, like I said, I'm blessed with a lot of good people in my life who help me. But that whole law of attraction thing, I knew this was coming. Like I knew, and I was getting nervous because I'm supposed to take a plane to Lubbock on Wednesday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if they arrest me when I get back? Like I was already, and then I get that in the mail, like,
okay, come in.
So it's that whole law of attraction thing. I but at least I'm taking care of it. It's not something I have to look over my shoulder and worry about.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah.
And that's a huge blessing of recovery there, is being on top of our game, having nothing surprises me anymore. And I love that.
Yeah.
Because I have it right here in my freaking book. my
That's
book
right.
of life here. I know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen, when these fines are due. Back when I was an active addict, man, I ignored everything. Like I would put things off until the warrant was issued, and then I was on the lam, running from the cops. Not really running, but hiding from the cops, and then wait until that warrant came out, and then go to jail, and then sit, whatever, 30, 90 days of my life gone. And
Right.
that was how I handled my court obligations. I didn't go to court. I'd be like, oh, I gotta. Even when I knew about it, that's the worst thing, is even if I knew, like, oh yeah, I got court this Thursday, but I'm not going to go. I'm going to get high and, screw around, and then I'll go to jail when I go to jail. And it's, what a ridiculous way to handle your life. What a ridiculous.
Well, and that's kind of what I was thinking, is if I had gotten that mail last year when I was living in that motel, I probably would have looked at that and went, screw it, I may as well be smoking meth and having a good time and running, because I'm never going to pay this. I'm going to jail anyway, so I'm just going to go do that. But I still have the same tools that I had then, as far as I need to get in touch with these, I need to talk to people. I need to work something out. They're not just going to be dying to put me in jail. They want you to pay it,
Right.
And so we're trying to make an effort towards that. I want to try to be a good example in that I'm facing the music, because somebody, as soon as I put that story up, they're like, well, start a GoFundMe. Well, that wasn't why I brought it up. I'm not asking for help. I want to talk about it as something it's hard that I'm having to deal with, so that other people can know that you can get through that hard stuff. It doesn't really matter where you are at. If you reach out to people and you can, call me, text me, whatever, we'll find the right person for you to talk to get those things figured out. You don't have to use, it doesn't have to chase you back into that old way. Just like being lonely doesn't have to chase me back into an old relationship. But, that's what we do as addicts. We think like that.
Yeah. And staying in that comfort zone, where things are comfortable, where we understand things, and where it's everything, I don't know. It's such an easy place to fall into complacency, though, when you're sticking to everything, and like I had that huge announcement. I keep saying it's a huge announcement, but last night I made the announcement that I got promoted at work and that I'm moving to a new position.
What? Yay! Okay, I didn't watch that one yet. Yay!
It's been in the works for about a week now, but come Monday I start training at my new position, and I was so scared about this. I'm still scared about this. This is a huge move in my job. I'm moving from one end of the line to the other. I'm the load end lead right now, and they're moving me down to the unload end and making me the lead down there. But so it's more of a position change than a promotion. But I consider it a promotion because they had other people they could have chosen. There are other people that work on the unload end of the line that could have been promoted to that position, but instead they looked down and said, you know what, these guys are fine, but he's better. Let's move him down here and have him try this.
Yes,
so
that's awesome.
Awesome to have, and lately my life has been exploding. I've been going through this huge explosion phase, and I'm just walking through it like I'm still trying to stay calm, one foot in front of the other here, take it nice and easy, because life comes at you so fast. And the only thing I have control over in this world, while we're talking about what we're talking about with the manifestation, you understand a little more. You have a lot more power over the universe than we know. But the main thing you have control of in this life is you. Like, you're the only thing you can control. I can't control that that this job is something I don't understand and that it's going to be hell for the first couple of weeks. I can't control that. But what I can control is my stress level and, what's inside of me. I can handle myself. So that's the only part of the situation you can control is yourself. You can either go through this situation and be stressed out and anxious and terrified the entire time, and the result is still going to be the same if you had kept a cool, level head, not screamed at people, not shouted, not cried, and just gone through it. It still would have been the same situation. The only X factor in there is your emotions and how you control you. Oh, I got all kinds of congratulations on my promotion. Thank you, guys.
Yes. Hey, by the way, real quick before I forget, did you say moving on? Hang on.
No, I said
whoa there, boy.
Moving up.
Oh, okay. Moving on up to the side. Okay. Do you know that song?
Yeah. Well, it's the Jeffersons.
Oh, yay. Okay, good. All right. Still relatable. Okay. I worry about the age difference, but obviously it's nothing to worry about.
You're so cute. Obviously it's nothing to worry
about. Okay. Where was I going? Oh, were you live when I was live, Maddie?
When?
Last night.
Maybe. I don't know.
That really hurts.
That hurt worse than I thought it would. Damn.
That hurts a little, Maddie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
What were you talking about last night?
I'm not gonna. You'll have to go back and watch the hashtag replay.
Hold it in, Bradley. Remember, we just talked about how the situation will play out.
I pretty much talked about everything that I talked about on your live, so it doesn't matter. You don't have to go back and replay.
Oh, let's see. Brian says, I used to tell my PO when I had warrants to put his running shoes on. Little did I know he runs faster than I do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. No more running, and that's the freedom that we get to experience in recovery.
Hi, Kendra. I watched him on my old FB, and now I am so grateful to come across him again. Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Hi, Kendra.
Bradley is a cougar.
Wow. Whatever, Brian. Whatever. All the ladies are doing it. So what? Okay, I'll behave. I know, Maddie. Look, I have a confession. I was I can't even talk. I was hitting on this guy, and he was hitting on me, but he was a ginger, so I had special place, and I was like, I gotta go hit on him. And then we're talking on the phone and everything, and I go, how old are you anyway? And he said, 29. Whoa, no. That's, I can't do that. I mean, 30s are I made it. Well, 30s. I mean, obviously, I've made an exception.
I'm 33. I'm not that young, Bradley.
Yeah, but
I'm justified.
I have decided that that's the cutoff.
Oh, is that the
until
cutoff?
you turn 34, and then that'll be 34.
Did I lower your age restriction? Is that
you did?
Oh,
yes.
Boy, just making waves and changing the world. I tell you what.
You sure are. That belief system that I had, and you just knocked those walls right down. So I'm grateful for it.
Ow! Right in the kisser.
Where's Tay Tay?
She's looking at me over there, sitting on the spare bed. Hi, Tay Tay. Come here. Nope.
Not
Not interested. Chop liver right now.
I bet she thinks you're crazy and that you talk to yourself a lot.
I think she does, and it makes me very nervous when I'm talking to my phone or talking to the computer over here. I think she like puts her ears back, like, what is going on? Like, there is no one here, and she will not shut the frick up. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, sometimes, like, right
That's
before I
awesome.
start my live, like, she'll jump in my lap and she'll be all nice, and then all of a sudden, and then I'm like, what's up, you guys? Matt Jablonski here with the Point Change. She just looks at me like,
What?
I'm out of here, dude.
I love it. That's awesome.
He keeps talking to nobody. The door and then talking to himself. It's weird.
That's so great.
We're making Pam laugh. That's good. She says, thanks for the laughs. Great way to start the day. Love you guys.
Yay. Hi, Pam. Other Pam.
Carlina,
Yeah, laughing.
I got hit on by a 24-year-old. I was 37. Mama still got it.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Pam says, young guys are always telling me my age is just a number. Not to me.
It is just a number.
It can be. And it depends on the situation we're talking about. But but yes, when we're talking about love.
What do you mean, Maddie?
The number. I mean,
okay.
If the number gets too low, then it's definitely more than a number.
Then it's breaking. Then it's a legal issue.
Yeah, then it becomes illegal. You know?
I know my boundaries. Okay, it's 33.
Tell him age is,
and he's got to be a redhead.
So that's something that pedophiles say. Stop saying that.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably right.
Inappropriate. Inappropriate. Why do I always gotta go so inappropriate? I always gotta
making my stomach hurt.
That's good though. That's good. I like to be a little bit offensive, a little bit on the edge of naughtiness because it keeps the snowflakes away.
Yeah.
And I like
to do that.
Yeah,
daily.
I gotta get the snowflakes out of here. There are some people out there in not only in recovery, but I will say there are a lot of snowflakes in recovery that every little freaking thing offends them. Every little freaking thing pisses them off, and you didn't use the proper wording. Like for instance, myself, if I were to say I'm almost 3 years clean, people are gonna jump my shit because I used marijuana through recovery. So they're gonna be like, no, you were not clean the whole time. You weren't clean. So okay, so I adjust my wording. I say I'm 3 years meth free. Well, then why are you 3 years meth free? Why aren't you 3 years clean? Well, I used the proper wording and you're still jumping my shit. Get the hell out of here. Like, come on. Like, we're accepting of all roads to recovery here at the Point of Change.
Absolutely.
I don't care if it's NA, CR, MAT, whatever you did to get to where you are. I believe recovery.
You're alive.
Situations where the ends justifies the means. You made it to recovery. You're living a better life. I don't care how you did it. Simple as that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
Amen.
See.
Woo, preach. Preach.
All right, no fronts, Brian. Yes, no fronts is right. So we got.
Oh shoot.
You know that.
Whatever, Brian.
That means we got 2 more days until I hit 3 years meth free, guys. 2 more days. I gotta wait.
I'm gonna get a shirt. I mean, I said a shirt, and I put my.
You're gonna get a shirt on your head. I'm gonna get a shirt that says this is not a hat. That's what I'm gonna get. Okay.
I mean, I'm sorry. I know it's loud in your ear. Then all right. Oh man. So I'm gonna get a shirt that says here. So sorry. Okay. Or a hat or whatever that says "Fronts for Us" because I believe in fronting people, Maddie.
Oh, yeah? You're giving fronts?
Yeah. What do you got to say about that?
Uh-oh.
I'm giving you a front to celebrate.
Oh, I won't accept it. I'm sorry. I have 2 more whole days of work. You know how many times I've seen people say, in a week I'll have 3 years clean, and then 2 days later I get the post of slipped up and relapsed last night, starting over.
Look what you're putting out. You're the one putting it out there like that. I'm just saying it's going to happen, and congratulations.
Yes. God willing. And with as long as I don't take it for granted and stick to my guns like I have and keep doing what I've been doing in 2 years, in 2 years, I will have 3 years. No, in 2 days.
In 2 years, 2 years. Yes. I love him because he's so smart.
2 years, I'll have 3 days clean. If I keep working the way I have been, in 2 years, I'll have 3 days clean. Some people might get that. I don't know.
Yeah. You're so great.
Oh.
But I'm still congratulating you. Whether you accept it or not is it's not even
somebody has to go
matter. I mean, it does matter. My heart's broken and I'm going to probably cry a lot today.
Oh,
But
don't cry. Don't cry.
okay.
All right.
I
Good.
won't.
Glad you're not going to cry.
All right. Okay. So I guess we probably, well, I think we have to wrap it up because Tay Tay, and we're going on an hour and 15. We did pretty darn good.
Woo! 1 hour,
Yeah.
15 minutes. All right.
Bump it.
Fist bump.
Bump it. Yeah.
Wait, let's see. Can we do it this way?
Wait, because I keep doing it. There we go.
There. Yeah. Oh, we did it. All right, Brad.
Hold my hand, Maddie. Picture like in jail.
Put your hand
on my hand. Okay.
Well, this is an awesome, Bradley. Thank you for hitting me up and asking to come on here.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you came. And we'll do it again soon, for sure.
Yes.
For sure. Everybody loves this. The comments are all they're saying, you guys should do this more often. Woo!
Yeah. Look at that. Isn't that weird?
Right on. That's fun.
Yeah.
Chopping it up about recovery.
Yeah, it is.
All right. I love you, Bradley. Thank you for being here.
I love you too.
All
right. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Bye. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Bradley Bagwell joining me for a little while. We started talking about 13 stepping and how the opposite sex, working with the opposite sex in recovery is what we started in the beginning. But then we got off topic. That's okay. I absolutely love the fact that we don't stick to topic here. Too much ADD for me to stick to the same topic for more than 5 minutes. So thank you guys for all joining in. Thank you guys for commenting along, giving us a lot of likes and loves and ha-ha faces. I love that stuff. And thank you all for being here today. I will be back tomorrow after church. I love you all so much. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay clean.